Good morning, players. So today we have a push workout. I'm going to take you through that, and I'm also going to take you through my kind of morning routine. It's 6 in the morning, I've probably got bedhead still. I'm literally just up, but I don't give a fuck because I like to keep it real. Let me go take you through, first of all, my morning routine, because my morning routine has honestly worked wonders for me since splitting up with my ex. Like, it's got me in such a good heatspace. I've progressed so much better in work, and I'm just feeling in a really fucking good position, to be honest. And I want to share it with you because I do believe if you can win the morning and set it up correctly, it sorts out the rest of your day. Alright, so I just want to quickly interrupt this video before we go get into it, and I run you through my morning routine and go a bit in depth with it all, okay? So basically, I just recently got this whiteboard and I've been using it quite a lot. I've tried to cover up some personal stuff here, so hopefully you can read my personal shit. Now, one thing I do have up on here is my morning routine, and I'm also tracking how many days in a row I've got it. I've only had the whiteboard 3 days, that's why my streak's only on 3 days so far, right? But basically, with building your morning routine, okay, the first thing you don't want to do is overcomplicate it and put too many things in, right? The simpler you can have it, the better. Mine's all in all takes me about 3 hours, but in that I'm dealing with a lot of business stuff, I'm dealing with planning content, and I'm dealing with like personal development. So there's not that much time when you think about all the different parts that are in it, and I need to have that there to keep me organised with my work as well and keep on top of things because I have lots and lots of different stuff to go and do. But basically how I kind of break it down, right, is like mindset slash the soul, because I need to be in the right place to go and achieve the things that I need to go and achieve. Then I've got education, so I'm always trying to become better so I can better serve my clients, I can better serve followers, viewers, subscribers, whoever it may be, and also just improve myself overall. Then I've got my business, so basically this is going to be coming down to doing some client work, keeping in touch with clients, because that is the most important part at the end of the day. They come before anything else. And then finally I have grown my business, and growing the business does come last because I need to make sure my current clients are okay before I go and worry about getting other clients. Otherwise the business will never actually sustain itself. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you kind of go and break it down, right? You don't need to do it exactly like me, but personally this is just what I find works really, really well. So with my mindset stuff, in fact I'll just go into it, so let's go get into the video. I've just done my weigh-in, so obviously I've just started a lean bulk, so I'm 180.8 pounds right now. So it says since I've started my body fat has actually went down, and my muscle mass has went up 0.1%. So yes, I'm fucking massive now. But anyway, that's gains nonetheless. So we're going in the right direction. Now, next thing I'm going to go and do is make my bed, because starting the day with making your bed just sets you up so right. So another wee thing I've been doing every single morning as well is just tidying my room. And I know that sounds so stupid, right? But basically, I seen this video and it basically says, so see when you see the film Limitless, what's the first thing he does when he takes the pills and he's pure, like, if you don't know what Limitless is, he can take these pills and his brain starts working like 100% instead of like using 5% or whatever, and he can date all these amazing things. But what's the very first thing he does? And it's tidy up his house. And basically the whole kind of concept of it is like tidy house, tidy room, like tidy mind, and then you're able to kind of work better in it. So I've just been tidying my room every morning. It only takes like 2 or 3 minutes, and it does actually make a big difference. Highly recommend tidying your room in the morning. It's a nice wee, I work in my room as well, so it's a nice wee environment to kind of actually work in and stuff. Another thing I wanted to highlight was I got an invitation to a mastermind in Glasgow, and I'm honestly fucking buzzing. Shout out to Richard Dixon and Paul McFadden. It's them that's putting it on. But this is the interesting thing, right? So recently I've been doing a lot of work on my mindset to get myself basically just in the best place possible, because my head was a wee bit fucked, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of doubt in myself and lacking self-belief, to be honest. But anyway, I've been working on my mindset, and I've been trying to like kind of, I guess you could say, manifest stuff. In fact, it definitely is manifesting stuff. I was actually watching a Mike Thurston and a Rob Lipset video at different times, and they both done these masterminds, and I thought to myself, I would love to go to a mastermind, that'd be fucking banging. And then lo and behold, I got invited to one like a week later, and I was like, that's wild. So that's been happening. YouTube's been starting to take off a wee bit more for me, and my whole mental attitude and my work is just all working together. And to be honest, I'm going to put a lot of it down to the morning routine, because I've been making time in the morning to work with my mind. before I go and get into the day, and it definitely has been helping. So let's go continue on with the morning routine. So we're out on the morning walk, right, and that's this kind of second thing I get into from my day. Can I get my day started by getting moving, get some steps in, obviously burning a bit of calories as well, but see, just getting your body up and awake and moving like that, it does really help wake you up as well. And while I'm out walking, I've been listening to either audiobooks or like kind of informational podcasts, or sometimes just a wee motivational podcast that's maybe sort of the story of somebody who I find interesting or I find motivating or whatever it may be. And I'm just trying to flood my brain with loads and loads of good information now, because it really is your most valuable asset, and like, you need to be taking control of your own education. Otherwise, like, what else do you expect to happen? If I want to make it big in life, I need to be always learning and furthering my knowledge. And right now, my main kind of topic I'm furthering my knowledge in is nutrition. Trying to really dig deep into that now. You've probably heard me say a lot of times about how counting calories is like fucking nutrition for dummies. There's a deeper level to it, and I don't know enough about it yet to go and try and explain it all, but I'm learning anyway, and the more I learn, the more I will share with you. It's like just a nice wee tranquil noise of water running, so good. Oh. So next thing in the morning routine I go into is my journaling. I actually start the journaling with like 3 kind of affirmations as well. And basically my kind of 3 affirmations I write, quite personal, but I don't care about sharing them. The first one is I'm successful because I never quit. The second one is I enhance life with health and fitness. And then the final one is I'm a disciplined man who inspires millions. But that's the 3 things I basically write every morning to kind of essentially set me up for the day, kind of remind myself of who I am in a way. And then I'll move on to the journaling part. So basically either I'll just kind of write what's on my mind that morning. If there's some things in my mind that I need to clear, and maybe I've got a lot of business thoughts, maybe I've had some emotional thoughts, whatever it may be, I'll write a lot of that out to kind of clear it out of my head. Failing that, if I don't really have too much on my mind, what I'll basically write is, what do I want? I'll answer that question. Then I'll write underneath, what's stopping me from achieving this? And I'll write down what I believe stopped me from achieving this. And then the last bit will be, what can I do to improve today? And then I'll write again what I believe I can do to improve. Now, this can actually be quite repetitive, but what I've found is from doing it over and over again, I'm able to fine tune in the things that's holding me back. So that's really helped me progress. And then finally, I'll do my plan for the day. So with my plan for today, I used to overwhelm myself with huge to-do lists, and that's the worst way to ever do things, so don't do it. So what I'll basically do for my plan of the day is, the first step is I need to complete my morning routine, because my morning routine encompasses a lot of the important stuff that I need to do every single day. Then I'll give myself 2 other kind of big tasks for the day. So for example, yesterday's was to again complete my morning routine, just tick that afternoon, to make 2 high quality short form videos, which I've done, and then to edit and upload a YouTube video. Journaling complete, and I've kind of got my tasks and that for the day. Now today is going to be naturally a busy one, and to be honest, all my days are busy. It's a busy day, but it's going to be a very fun day. So next part of the morning routine is meditation. I also do a bit of grounding as well, so it's basically just connecting your body to the earth. So I have a patch of grass outside, which is amazing. I basically combined meditating and grounding together now when I can, just because it kills 2 stones with 1 bird, saves me a bit of time, and it's actually pretty good to meditate outside with the fresh air and stuff like that as well. But if it's usually pissing down with rain, I'll just meditate on my bed. So I'm going to go and do that now. The first sip, is always the best. Now I'm not going to video myself meditating, because you need to try and clear your mind and know if stuff going on, and if I know if the camera's sitting there, I'll be thinking about it. So basically, if you ever want to try meditating, starting with like guided ones is probably the best, but now I like to try and just do it without any guided, just empty my mind, try and not think about anything, to be honest. So that's what I'm going to do for the next 10 minutes now. Rightio, so that's the kind of first part of my morning routine done, and as you've seen, there's not been any like kind of work stuff or anything like that. It's all been focused on myself. It's all about kind of setting me up right for the day. So I broke my morning routine down into kind of like segments, if you will. Some for like my mindset, some for my kind of education, and then other bits are for work. Today is actually a wee bit of a different day than usual, and this actually brings in an important factor around about morning routine, right? Your morning routine needs to be flexible with you as well. My life is very different day to day because I have so many different tasks and stuff like that to go and complete, and different little bits and bobs here and there, right? So for me, I need a flexible morning routine. I don't wake up every day and go to the office and do the same thing over and over again. It does change from day to day. And today I'm basically doing some update videos for my app. So in my app you get like training tutorial videos showing you how to do certain exercises. I'm adding new exercises into the app. So I need to go to the gym when it's somewhat quiet, and the gym basically says to me 8 AM is going to be kind of when it's its quietest, and the reason I need to go when it's quiet is because the music's usually really loud, but they're going to turn it down a wee tiny bit for me, just so you can hear better in the videos. So I need to go and do that. So I'm able to basically split my morning routine up into parts, which makes things a lot easier. So when I come back, I'll then continue on with my morning routine, and I'll kind of show you from there. Now usually again I wouldn't have my training session in the morning in between, but this is just how things need to work, and again it needs to be flexible. And that basically means that if I have to somehow come out of my morning routine, it doesn't throw me off for the full day, because a problem a lot of people can have is they become too rigid with the routine, and if they have to change something slightly, it completely fucks them up, and that definitely wouldn't work for me. It might work for you, but it definitely doesn't work for me. So I'm going to go and get showered and then head to the gym and get this going. Let's get a banging push workout in. What's happening, team? So I'm about to go fucking full top G on you here, but I'm just driving down to the gym, right? It's literally like about 8:15 now. Pure reminding me of my time of being a gas engineer. So if you didn't know, I used to be a gas engineer before I was a personal trainer, and I decided I didn't like the job and I wanted to leave, right? But I'm kind of driving towards the gym now, right? And I'm caught in all that kind of like going to work traffic and whatnot, and it's just pure reminding me of like being within the matrix, and how kind of lucky I'm off the lifestyle I've kind of built, right? And the whole kind of point I want to touch on it is like, for a long time I dreamed of having the life that I have, right? And I never ever thought it was possible, and then just through watching YouTubers online I started to believe it is possible, and then now I'm kind of living that life, and it's actually mad, right? I'm like, I can move freely through the day. Nobody tells me what time I need to do anything whatsoever. Like, I can wake up whenever I want, I can go to the gym whenever I want, I can do whatever the fuck I want, right? And it's actually mad how much better my life is, like, just for doing that. Not even regarding the finances or whatever, right? Just the actual freedom of being able to do what you want. So good. So if you're somebody who's a big dreamer and you want to achieve big goals, go for it. Like, literally, it is possible. It's not even that hard to go and do these things. Like, maybe if you want to become a millionaire, yeah, you've got to put in a bit more work and stuff, but like, to go and build a business and basically get paid, like, to basically pay yourself, if you know what I mean, and make your own income, that's no impossible to go and do. So I highly recommend chasing your dreams big time, because honestly, I'm just so happy now. Like, literally, just it kind of reminded me like where I was at and where I'm at now, and it's good. It's definitely good. So chase your dreams, bro. So just finished up in the gym, and basically the receptionist Julia was an absolute saint, and basically turned on the music at some points, because when I was filming stuff for the app I kind of needed to speak, and the music in there was really loud. So she was really nice and turned on the music a wee bit. So gotta go get her coffee as a wee thank you, and surprise her with a cake as well, because it's nice to be nice, and I think there's a lesson here, right? Treat people nice and they'll be nice back to you, and like, people will always do a lot of shit for you if they like you, right? And then secondly, following that, if you don't ask, you don't get. So make sure to make your desires known to whoever it may be. It could be for a job, it could be for somebody to turn the music down in the gym. It could be a girl, whatever it may be. Let them know, and you never know. Honestly, one of the little gems of Duke Street, by the way. You need to check this out if you like coffee, but also if you like cakes. So it's called Andino or Andina. It's kind of so in Duke Street you'll find it kind of close to the kind of Duke Street cross sort of area. But coffee is awesome out there, right? But no, it's even better, their cake selection. So if you don't know, I love sweet shit, right? And honestly, every time I go in there, I always tend to go in there when I'm cutting, so I never get anything. But I went in there just now, and I just remembered they have all the cakes. So I basically picked up the girl a cake. Now I got 3 because I'm going to have 2 for myself. But honestly, the cakes are unreal. Now, I'm glad you had a choice of what one she wants at the other 2, but I need to have this one. Woo. It's called a toffee apple crumble or some shit. Looks unbelievable, but let's. Banging. This is no ideal for what you want to start your day with, but do it for the vlog. It's literally only 10 o'clock, I've not had anything to eat. In fact, it's quarter to 11, I've not had anything to eat. And the first thing I'm having is a cake, man. Now, right now, just in case you're wondering, I'm kind of like bulking. Now this isn't part of my plan at all. It's very off plan. I've been trying to eat pretty fucking clean recently. However, for a special occasion, this cake, bro, that was too good. So I've just scudded my post-workout smoothie, that was absolutely class. So now what I've got is basically an hour of kind of learning. I've got a kind of course that I'm working on right now, so I'm going to go put my time into that. I'm just sitting kind of looking at a computer taking notes. I won't video it because you know what that looks like, and then I'll come back to you when I have my next part of this. Studying is now complete. So next thing I've got for the next half an hour is basically messaging my clients, checking up on the app, seeing where everybody's at. And then for there I'll take a break. So another wee hack for you is if you work in like 1.5-hour segments and then take like a 15-20 minute break, it's pretty good, you get through your day pretty quickly. But because you're working in that 1.5-hour time crunch, you tend to get a lot more done rather than just sitting at the computer for like 4 hours straight. So give that a try, and let me go deal with some messages. So it's just after 2 in the day, finishing my kind of break there, and now it's time to kind of go into my next kind of part of my morning routine. This is kind of the tail end of it. The last bit's basically answering some DMs, but that doesn't matter. But basically I've got to plan some content for the next 30 minutes, get a kind of good quality video up, and then that'll be the morning routine done, and I can move on to things. Now this morning routine has turned into a bit of an afternoon routine, but only because I had to go away and do some tasks in the middle of the day, so it is what it is. I'm going to get into that. Just another side note before I get started. See, I had that cake earlier today. This is why you don't eat rubbish, because I'm feeling a bit of an energy crash. See, that way I wish I never ate it, but it was good. But feeling it now, so try and think past the crappy meals before you eat them. Oh my days. I'm feeling fucking knackered and I'm blaming the cakes. I definitely think I might have some sort of gluten intolerance or something along the lines, because whenever I introduce shit like that to my diet now, I just feel horrible. Not even bad, but just tired, like really tired. Now, I've obviously been chilled, that's why my hair's all wet. Got the morning routine done, got the kind of good bit of content up, kind of caught quite a lot of client calls, some wee bits and bobs for people's programmes and whatnot. And the last thing I need to do for the night is I've got a YouTube video to try and get up the night before like 8, and then I've also got 2 client calls to deal with after that, and that'll be me done for the night, and I need to fit in dinner somewhere as well.